All right, we're going on the record in the matter of the City of Wyandotte versus Devontae Hudson, 232028. And appearance, counsel.
Your Honor, good morning. Richard T. Serrano. I appear as MADC counsel for the arraignment today, and I advise my client of the nature of the charges against him, all of his rights. Please state your name, sir.
Devontae Hudson.
All right, thank you, and good morning. And counsel, as to the arraignment.
Your Honor, we waive formal reading, stand mute.
The court will waive the formal reading, enter a plea of not guilty for purpose of the arraignment, and we will schedule this matter for pre-trial September 5th at 10 a.m. And counsel, I understand that you're not here that day, but there will be an attorney to represent Mr. Hudson.
That's correct.
And counsel, as to the bond.
Your Honor, my client tells me this is the first time he's had contact with the law enforcement regarding a criminal charge. He is single. He's not working. He is a high school graduate. He's 30. He has an extensive music background. And Your Honor, we would hope that the court would give him the chance to come back to court under a personal bond only, or a bond he can reasonably expect to purchase today. He has nothing pending on probation or parole.
Okay, and so Mr. Hudson, who do you reside with at your apartment?
Girlfriend. Is it you? No.
Sir, where do you work?
I'm currently disabled, ma'am.
Is it a temporary disability, or you're expecting to return to work, or is it a permanent disability?
Permanent.
Your Honor, he told me he had an arm injury, which he's treating for and takes medications for.
Was that from work, sir? Your injury?
I'm sorry?
Was your injury from work?
No, this is actually the third year of a car accident anniversary. Ironically, today is the third year.
So you were in a car accident and you injured your arm?
Yes, ma'am.
And you weren't able to restore, did you have to have surgery, or what happened?
I'm sorry?
Did you have to have surgery?
Yes. Yes.
And you don't expect to have to resume or regain any use of your arm?
No.
Are you on probation or parole anywhere, sir?
No.
Are you on bond in any other jurisdiction? Sir?
I'm sorry?
Are you out on bond in any other jurisdiction?
No, I'm not.
In review of the report, the court has some concerns for the safety of the public and honestly, about the Wayne County Prosecutor Attorney's Office denied that charge. And given the nature of the charges, that they're assaultive in nature, and that there's allegations that alcohol was involved as well in this matter, the court's going to indicate a $5,000 10% bond. And I make some of those statements so that I can, as a basis for the bond conditions I'm about to impose. Not to possess or consume any alcohol or drugs unless prescribed. If you were to test today, sir, what's in your system? Sir?
Yes.
If you were to test today, what would be detected in your system?
Nothing besides doctor prescribed medication.
You are to have an alcohol tether. Through EMS tether. And you're not to possess or have access to any firearms and or any weapons. Do you have any other firearms at your home, sir?
Not to my knowledge.
Okay. So, while I can understand that some of the charges that were initially sent down to the prosecutor's office were denied, it appears as though the basis for that denial was that they were unable to contact the complaining witness. Doesn't indicate how many times they attempted to contact the complaining witness or not. But I have concerns for the safety of your girlfriend if you still have those firearms in your possession at this time. So I'm going to indicate any weapons, firearms, or ammunition to be turned over to the Wyandotte Police Department for safekeeping at this time. How many firearms do you have, sir?
To be honest, I'm not, I'm unsure right now, to be honest.
You're what?
To the best of my knowledge, I only have one.
One. Okay, I thought in the review of the report indicated that there were 3.
Three?
Well, let me just clarify, just one moment. Okay, well, it indicates per lien that you have 3 handguns registered to you, all being Taurus. So how many handguns do you have, sir?
To be honest, Your Honor, I can't accurately give a specific number right now.
Why is that?
Because to my knowledge, it was only one. Can they still be turned over? Could any firearm be turned over prior to being given bond or being on pre-trial?
So you do have a valid CPL, and it's indicating that there's a black Taurus 9mm, but per lien it indicates you have 3 registered to you. So that's why I just want to confirm that the firearms, sir, at least while this matter is pending, are all handed over to the Wyandotte Police Department for safekeeping. That's what I want to ensure, sir. Given the nature of the charges, the substances that are alleged to be used, I understand that you have a prescription, sir, but perhaps you may want to communicate with your doctor about amending or modifying your medication.
Okay.
So, have you sold any of your handguns, sir?
To be honest, Your Honor, I would have to find information in my home that I have or haven't.
Okay. Okay, well, sir, what I'm going to indicate is that all of your weapons, firearms, ammunition need to be turned over to the Wyandotte Police Department for safekeeping. Do you have any long guns or only handguns?
I'm also not completely sure about that. To my knowledge, I don't. To my knowledge, I don't have any.
Okay, sir, is the only injury you sustained in your car accident your arm?
No.
Okay. What was the other injuries that you sustained?
2 broken feet, a broken ankle, broken jaw, and a broken femur, right hip bone.
Okay. So you know all of those injuries, but you don't recall what kind of firearms you have or don't have?
This, with all due respect, Your Honor, this was a significant life-altering car accident. So I could name that pretty much honestly faster than I can name the other things.
No, sir, I can understand that that is a significantly life-altering event. But you have a CPL license, and with that comes responsibilities. And per lien, it's indicating you have 3 registered to you. So I have concerns, sir, that perhaps if you don't know how many firearms you have and whether they're handguns or long guns, perhaps your CPL should be reviewed in the event that you don't have the wherewithal to comply with the laws regarding that.
I absolutely have full knowledge, full experience of using firearms a considerable amount of years, no felonies, no criminal history. I would argue that I'm well beyond my means of knowing how to properly comply.
Okay,
With all
so then please, okay, I hear you, sir. So if Lean says you have 3 handguns registered to you and there is only 1 recovered at the scene, where would the other 2 be?
To my knowledge, Judge, I haven't been home in about 2 days, and if it's fine with you, I would like to go see if I do have any receipts of information that could be provided for you. As far as quantity is concerned.
So you're telling me right now, you don't know how many or what type of handguns. I'm not asking for specific, descriptions, but you don't know if you have any long guns. You don't know how many handguns you have.
My apologies. No long guns. I thought you were referring to, I was under the impression you were referring to the description of those guns.
No. I just want to know how many handguns you have. So that when YDOT is there to recover the items, if there's any more at the home, they know how many to recover for safekeeping.
Or less, correct? More or less?
More or less what?
More or less the quantity amount?
I would like to know how many, yes, sir, how many handguns do you have?
Okay. Is that, is it possible if I could provide information before?
I'm sorry, before what?
Before the retrieval of the firearms that you're issuing me to. Is that possible if I could fact check that information?
Your Honor, obviously, if he's going to be, have to post $500 bond, that's going to take some time. So I don't know when the court wants him to be able to ascertain whether he has 1 or 3 or 2 handguns. Apparently, he's not going to be around them if he isn't going to be able to post bond.
Counsel, here's my concern. My concern is, given the nature of the allegations that occurred, I want to ensure that there are not any more handguns in the home while this case is pending.
Understand.
Per lien, it indicates Mr. Hudson has 3 handguns registered to his name. 1 was recovered. Mr. Hudson doesn't seem to want to either answer the question or there's something else that he's intending to do. So my question is, Mr. Hudson, I'm not asking for descriptions of the guns. You should know how many handguns you have. Is it more than 1?
Yes, it is more than 1.
Okay. Is it more than 5?
No, it is not more than 5. No.
Okay. And you only have handguns at the home?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Are they in a locked safe?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So you're going to have to provide the officer with the code to the safe so that he or she can access the firearms and ammunition for safekeeping while this matter is pending.
Okay. I have one question, Your Honor. Is a wire lock considered safely lockable?
I'm sorry, is a what?
The wire lock that goes through the handgun. I have the wired lock that,
Oh, you have the gun lock that goes around where the trigger is?
yes, I do not own a safe.
Didn't I ask if he owns a safe? Didn't I ask if you had him in a safe?
The lock, the wired lock,
Sir?
my apologies.
Safekeeping, Your Honor.
Okay,
Safekeeping, yes.
okay, so you do not have a gun safe, but you have the firearms locked.
With the
a
wires.
gun lock. With a
Correct.
gun lock.
I apologize. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and so you know where the key is located for those gun locks.
Yes.
You'll have to instruct the officer where that is so that they can, well, I guess they don't need to remove the gun locks. I guess they can just, they can just retrieve the item, the firearms and have them for safekeeping, whether the lock is on or not. Okay. And so how many of those locks do you have, sir?
2.
2. In addition to the one, the firearm that did not have a lock on it, that was retrieved at the time of the incident, correct?
In total, I believe 2. Yes, in total. I would have to again go fact check and be specific on how many.
Your Honor, may I ask my client a question?
Yes.
Mr. Hudson, do you agree to turn over to the police as many firearms as you have in your possession at your house?
To my knowledge, yes.
You will submit the guns voluntarily to the police, is that correct?
Yes.
Do you understand? Court's order?
Well, he's not going to be permitted back in the home until the firearms are all retrieved.
You understand, Your Honor, if he posts the bond.
Correct. All right, so that took a little bit of extra time, so let me repeat what the bonding conditions are. $5,000, 10% bond. You're not to purchase or consume any alcohol or drugs that are not prescribed. You have an alcohol tether through EMS. You cannot possess or have access to any firearms and or any weapons, and you're to turn in all weapons, firearms, and ammunition are to be turned over to Wyandotte PD for safekeeping. You are to comply with notifying the officers where those weapons are. Okay. Anything else?
Nothing further.
See you back on September 5th.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Thank you. Oh.